In the previous episode, we defeated Cryogen. It was quite a bit of fun to finally get that down, even though that boss was randomly frustrating for me, and since then, I have killed it 4 times. I was just doing it, as I said in the previous episode, to get this this avalanche, and the avalanche is a cool weapon and all, but I think I found a winner. We'll talk about that in just a moment. In today's episode, I think we're gonna go do, I don't know, maybe the Destroyer. I know in the previous episode I said that I might hold out on the Destroyer for last, but I actually might do the Destroyer right now because I think I'm ready to do it. So let's catch you up on what I did in between episodes. So first off, I went and broke a bunch of the altars using the hammer, but I was doing that simply to get myself some Souls of Night. And with the Souls of Night, what I did is I made a couple keys in order to get a corrupted mimic, and then I used that to get the Celestial Claymore. And this thing is awesome. So it says spawns cosmic energy flames near the player that generate large explosions. I'll show you it. It's kind of loud, but you know, they follow me and then they all just start exploding. Anything that runs into those takes damage. So anything that enters those takes damage. I'll tell you what, it made the refights for Cryogen, which I then subsequently did, way easier. In fact, I kind of want to show you guys, even though I've just done Cryogen 4 times, kind of what I'm talking about here, because I think this is a fairly good guide for like, hey, this is how you do it on Melee. I've done it enough now. Like, this is how you do it on Melee. So first and foremost, we're gonna start with the Storm Saber, and then when the boss starts doing its little spinny thing like it just did, we do that. And now this first phase of the fight, I would say, is probably the so here we go again with that weapon. So we're just like creating a minefield for him to run through. But this first phase of the fight, I think, is the longest for sure. And once we get to that second phase, it's kind of like crazy how much more damage we do. So again, all I'm doing is I'm waiting. When he starts doing that little spin thing you see there, it means he's gonna charge. So that's when I throw out the celestial weapon and start charging that up, get myself a bunch of little mines, right? The reason I'm using the Storm Saber is because the boss just hates me. He literally runs away from you at any given opportunity. So then we start charging this up. We get him with both of those, kind of nice. And we're just trying to get to half health, because once we get to half health, we're gonna switch to the Celestial Sword for the remainder of the fight. Because then the boss doesn't constantly run away from you. He actually attempts to chase you down. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get him to half health, which we have now done, and now we can start using just this weapon. Gonna get our adrenaline up as soon as it goes off. Get a bunch of easy damage. You see I'm doing like 4K, 3K damage there when I have adrenaline up. It still does this weird sound thing. I'm not sure why it does that. It just does that. Oh, and I'll show you another thing that makes refights a lot easier, but as you can tell, I've not really been taking a lot of damage. But I've gotten, what, 3 adrenaline so far? Granted, I'm using the item that gives me extra adrenaline charge, but yeah, is that really making that much of a difference? Nah. It is nice to have, though. Okay, come on, just die. You get the point. At that point, you just run away from the boss, and it dies to your stuff. Ooh, I got a new record on that one. All right, so let's go back. So if you use the Frost Flare, which obviously drops on the boss, you kind of need it the first time. It makes that boss way easier. So immediately to Frostburn, Chilled, and Frozen, which is great because it slows you down. It's really annoying. Being above 75% life grants 10% increased damage. It's pretty good. And then being below 25% life grants 20 defense and 15% increased max movement speed and acceleration. And finally, grants resistance against cold attacks. So that's why I was taking very little damage there. It's very nice. And we got another avalanche. Figures. We got a Cryo Stone. Multiplies all cold-based debuff damage by 1.5. Creates a rotating ice shield around you that damages and slows down enemies on contact. Pretty fun. I think maybe I might end up using that instead of the stress pills. Because I'm, with the soul, all melee attacks and projectiles inflict frostburn, right? So we're inflicting frostburn. Like multiplying it by 1.5. Is it great? No, probably not. But you know what? Why not? Let's try it. Let's try it out. Let's see how it goes. Let's sell this other avalanche. Get rid of these. Get rid of that soul. Oh, and then when I was destroying the altars, I also got this evil smasher. 203 true melee damage, extremely slow speed, average knockback for every enemy you kill. This hammer gains stat bonuses. These bonuses stack until a cap is reached. Bonuses will reset if you select a different item. The bonus stacks will be reduced by 1 every time you get hit. So interesting. It is like this big melee thing though. I'm curious to use the avalanche and the celestial claymore, but as you could tell, like this is why I think we would wreck the destroyer is with the celestial claymore. It's like just let things run into that. It would do a bunch of damage. Right. Actually, can I even make one? Worm. Yes, I can. I can make a mechanical worm. I think we do it. I think we're just gonna pop this in, and we'll wait till nighttime. And I'm gonna ramble. Normally I would jump cut, but I want to get my ramble done and out of the way right now. You know what I mean? So tomorrow in the U.S. is Thanksgiving, which means we get to eat a bunch of turkey and a bunch of pie, and it's fun. Thanksgiving is like the most indulgent holiday in the U.S. It seriously is. Well, I mean, I think Valentine's Day is equally as bad, but generally speaking, you eat a lot. You eat a lot during Thanksgiving, and that's kind of the point, is to spend time with family and eat. They say it's to be thankful about stuff, but let's be real. It's just to eat. Now, my favorite parts of Thanksgiving are obviously apple pie. I love apple pie. I love pumpkin pie, right? Those two things combined, great. Not obviously together. Like, no. You have a plate with two different ones on it, of course. And this is after eating a full dinner. And then I also really, really love, and it's, to some people, it's the best thing ever, and to some people it's not, and it's kind of, it's a weird split, but sweet potato casserole is delicious. I don't know if you guys outside of the US have this, but basically it's smashed sweet potatoes, like, or I guess you could chop them up, and then it's got butter, and like a lot of butter, and then brown sugar and a little bit of cinnamon in it. And then you make that into like a casserole in a casserole dish, and then you top it after you've cooked it a while and it started like, you know, cooking. You go back in with marshmallows and you put them on top, and it melts in the oven, and it's just delicate. It's beautiful. It's this little thing that you can take a giant scoop out of and eat for the rest of your life. It's so good. But yeah, Thanksgiving is tomorrow, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's almost nighttime, I believe, and we'll start the destroyer. I kind of feel like I need to fight this boss like over here, but I'm gonna try it over here, and I bet you all my NPCs are gonna die. Like bad. What am I doing? Was I killing it with a bug net? What the heck was that? All right, here we go, baby. Where's my spawner? Let's not spawn both bosses. That'd be great. Yeah. Give it. Oh wow, destroyer's big. It made the destroyer quite big, actually. I kind of want to get the boss to, loop around like this so he pops up. Okay, maybe this weapon isn't the greatest here. Oh my goodness, I've done this poorly. I'm going back. I'm retreating, boys. I'm retreating. I want to get the boss to like actually run into my crap, and he's not. Okay, maybe not. All right, maybe not. We've learned our lesson. Oh yeah. All right, let's just whack it. Just whack it with the avalanche and hope the bombs do a bunch. No, that's not working either. Oh no. Oh no, this has not gone great, has it? All right, let's try this one. Let's heal up a little bit though. I don't know what that health bar is here. Oh, I guess it's the boss health bar, I see. Because this is piercing, this weapon. Which might be a little bit better, but it's still not hyper great. Some of the probes dead. It's really not that much better. We gotta be real with one another here. This is not working. All right, hit it with the avalanche. Hit it with the avalanche. Ooh, actually, that is working. I think we have a winner. I think we have a winner. If we can get that, so all of the bombs are kind of going off at the same time. Yeah, that's the way to do that. Let's run over here. Try this again. I'm just gonna immediately spawn the boss as soon as I'm far enough away from base. All right, here we go. We're avalanching, baby. Oh yeah, the boss is not really gonna take a whole lot of damage here, but we'll just get the bomb started. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I keep getting stuck in weird spots with this boss, though. All right, let's just go ahead and get a bunch of bombs. Yeah, buddy, this is how you do this boss fight. The avalanche OP. I got a few suggestions for what to use against this boss, but I don't think the avalanche is one of them. And I'll tell you what, y'all are wrong if you don't put this on there because it's so good. He's gonna come at me again. I don't need the cryo stone either, which is causing me to take less. Jeez, that was way easy. Okay. I think what we've learned is that Melee has a lot of viable weapons. It has a lot of viable weapons, and you really want to use the one that makes the most sense for whatever you're doing. I think that's our big takeaway here. Right, the Destroyer. Our Godseeker Knight of my company, or Godseeker Knights rather, of my company, were by far my finest soldiers. They championed my cause, and I championed them in return. I bestowed upon them hulking armor and colossal weaponry, so their might would never falter. Some days I would take time to train by their side, inspiring them to new heights of righteous fury. Drayden understood well and granted them these massive forms, bristling with weaponry and interlocked armor forged from blessed metal. While in truth it was repurposing mining equipment, their sheer presence on the battlefield was immense. Another thing to consider is that this cryostone is also multiplying my potential damage from this weapon, because I'm assuming that the ice bombs are being multiplied by that. It's possible it's not, but that's something to consider. The activated probe, equipable, summons a miniature tool of destruction. Is this the... It is. I haven't seen that in a while. Let's pop that back on. Well, actually, you know what? Because I already get the buff from this, right? I don't think I need it. So I'm just gonna actually go ahead and pop this over here. Right, the mechanical trio. Let's also read this one. These unwieldy beasts of steel were the experiments of Drayden, my former colleague and prodigious engineer. His intent was to fuel a war machine with soul energy, allowing it to fight with purpose and zeal. The creations were a success, perhaps too much of one, as the souls continued to express their own free will. Drayden was displeased with the results. However, these were my soldiers with their loyalty forged anew in iron. I dismissed them from duty, yet they linger here still, scouring the land for evidence of the divine. Unfortunately for you, that puts you in their crosshairs. Give them a battle worth dying in. Epic. We got our Souls of Might, which I don't really believe can make a whole heck of a lot for us right now. So let's just kind of go through this. This is the Drax, which we're not making because we need all three. Knight's Edge, True Knight's Edge. Definitely not going to forget about those weapons. Mechanical Glove, I still need all three. What do we got? Angel Treads, still need all three, but that's definitely going to be like, yeah, we're going to go straight for the Angel Treads as soon as we can. Hallowed Rune, I remember this. Oh, this is this is a summoner item. Moab counts as wings. Looks interesting. Oh, the blood orange too. That gets us the permanent life increase. We can already start collecting life fruit, by the way. Something to consider, actually, to go into the jungle and start collecting that. That's in a bit. That's way in a bit. That one we can't quite get yet. And what's this one? Consumable left click to decrease the amount of life crystals or life fruit you have, if you have any, by 1. If both are 0, decreases base maximum health by 20 down to a minimum of 20. Oh, that's Fargo's. Interesting. Okay, we will get rid of that. Wow, I'm really happy with how that went, honestly. I don't foresee me using any of the souls, but the best part is well, I gotta hold on to this. We're gonna put this on my bar. I don't know if I'm ever gonna use the Evil Smasher, though it's cool. So let's pop that in there. And yeah, okay. So we do now have, I believe, some. Do I have Spelunker? Some of the newest stuff, right? The world has been blessed with Mithril and Orichalcum. Yeah. Cool. Let's go down and start doing a little bit of mining. Get some of that and move on to the next. Is that Mithril right there? Oh man, I always forget which one's which. That might be Cobalt. Oh, it's so hard to tell. It might be Mithril. Let's go check. Aha, that was Mithril. All right, and then that one's not. All right, we still gotta look around though. Okay, so I got all my Mithril stuff. I'm about to put it on. Just making that not a bad pickaxe. Let's see here. So we're currently at 66 defense. Go to 64 with the Mithril, but we also gain enemy hits release Mithril flares, which home in on enemies after a short delay. Once a flare is created, there is a 12-frame delay before another one can appear. It's kind of interesting. Also, we just had a traveling merchant show up somewhere. Don't think it's there. Where are you at, buddy? There you are. I'm just kind of keeping an eye on his stuff, you know. You never know what they might have. Like a frost barrier, great. You will freeze enemies near you when you are struck. You're immune to the chill debuff. You know, that would have been good to have before, but we're not going to grab that now. I also want to go check him. Does he have anything cool and new? Nope. Okay, I was expecting that there was a possibility that might happen, but apparently not. What about you? He's got pylons. Pylons for days, baby. Cool. I actually really like the palladium stuff, so I may stick with it, but I'm having a lot of fun with our current setup. It's just working. I guess I could take the frost flare off. Like, what would I put in its place? Ugh. Honestly, not entirely sure right now. I mean, I could upgrade the magma stone, right? Need the fire gauntlet. Oh, I can't do that because I need scoria bars. So I can't do that one yet. I like my current wings that I have. They're not great, but I like them. I'll just put the fungal clump back on. You know what I mean? What's this? The Eye of the Storm? Oh, right. The Cloud Elemental. That's not bad either. I could get the whole elemental set up and running and get all of them following me around. That also might be a possibility. I'm just happy we got the destroyer down as easily as we did. And yeah, I need to I need to make a space. I need to extend our little area here quite a bit. But we got the destroyer down, so Queen Slime is a possibility. Queen Slime is like a low priority for me, but she is a possibility. We can get her done. I can move on to the Aquatic Scourge or the Twins. Like, all of those are a possibility as well. Maybe not the Twins. I think I may save the Twins because I think Skeletron Prime is probably going to be a bit easier for us at the moment, but it's kind of where I'm at progression-wise. It's like I'm spoiled for choices at this point, so I should just pick something that I feel like I can do and just get it done.